Nini?
Will I be safe?
Light?
Safe.
Yeah. Rumande is safe.
Kenya is at a boiling point. On Monday, June 9th, 2025, the streets of Nairobi and beyond are set to erupt in what activists are calling the mother of all protests. The spark? The suspicious death of Albert Ojwang, a teacher and a blogger, in police custody. His crime? A social media post exposing alleged corruption. In what appears to be a unique reaction, Inspector General of the National Police Service, Douglas Kanja, has ordered the immediate interdiction of several officers at Central Police Station in Nairobi following the death of Albert Ojwang, a social media influencer and teacher, while in custody. The suspended officers include the officer commanding station OCS, the deputy officer on the night of the incident, the cell sentry, all officers at the report office and any other personnel on duty during the event, pending investigations by the Independent Policing Oversight Authority (IPOA). Ojwang, aged 31, was arrested on Saturday, June 7th in Homa Bay County by Directorate of Criminal Investigation officers, reportedly over a social media post deemed false publication or derogatory toward a senior official.
If I'm very angry, hasira iko juu, kai imepanda mpaka kwa kifua. Now, unataka kuniambia these guys have fuel to go to Kisii, to go to Nyanza, to arrest someone and bring him all the way to Nairobi. Lakini kukiwa na an actual robbery, an actual crime, wanakuambia gari hina mafuta. You know, these guys, they really think this is in matako yao. They really do. Yani, ati he banged his head on a wall to death. Hata kama ni kutafuta excuse. Guy, that is the best they could do with all these salaries we are paying them. That's the best lie they could come up with. Alafu the guy is even a director. Iyo masomo yote, that is the best letter he could write, even if you're coming up with an excuse.
Where are we headed? Because so much shit is happening. And it's unfair. It's unfair.
This is the story of a nation demanding justice and a youth movement refusing to be silenced. Albert Ojwang was a 30-year-old teacher and blogger from Migori, known for his bold online posts. On June 5th, 2025, he was arrested in Homa Bay, 350 kilometers from Nairobi, for a post allegedly exposing grand corruption involving Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat.
Kajitambulisha kwamba wao wametoka DCI Nairobi. Kijana ametusi mkubwa wao, kwa hivyo wametuma kutoka Nairobi waje nyumbani kumchukua huyu mtoto. Kaniambia tumekuja kumchukua huyu kijana, mimi ni afisa wa polisi. Akanionyesha kibandiko hapa kwenye kifua chake, katag kako hapo, na nikaridhika kuona kwamba basi kama amekuja kumchukua ni vyema, kwa sababu pengine kuna jambo ambalo si sawa ambayo imewafanya waje.
What happened next is chilling. Ojwang was driven to Nairobi's Central Police Station, where he died under mysterious circumstances. In a recorded call shared widely online, Ojwang is heard asking if the police cells are safe.
So,
Nini?
will I be safe?
Light?
Safe.
Yeah. Rumande is safe.
Like, how do you just tell us that he died because he hit his head on? How do you hit your head on a wall until you die? Are not walls, is Migori insufficient of walls that someone can hit his head on and die, that he has to be brought?
His fear was palpable. His friend who tried to visit him was told the officer commanding the station wasn't available. A lie. By the time they learned of his death, police claimed his body was at Mbagathi Hospital. Another lie. It was at the city mortuary.
And so leo morning nilipigiwa na Waswa. I was talking to someone mwenye alinipea namba ya Albert ya Airtel because we are friends, so I was talking to her. So also akaniambia things are not good, I don't call, I text. So I texted akaniambia Albert amepass. Then there's a boy called Mboya pia confirmed to me that he passed. So we had to go there to end up Central Police around 10. I was there. So we were there the whole day. Then tukaambiwa na the OCS that the OCPD hayuko. We wait, ameenda story ya Ruto sijui alikuwa na wapi na church service, I don't know. We waited at 3 p.m. So we were there with the family lawyer. Tukakaa. Ikafika 3 p.m. there's a guy called Master Sagini. Sagini went to confirm. Only to realize later on at around 3:30, after wasting our time the whole time, that the OCPD was around the police station. So the OCS lied to us. That's one. Another thing that OCS lied to us, alikuwa ametuambia the body ilipelekwa Mbagathi. So all along we knew the body was in Mbagathi. Then there's this NTV journalist and it was Samira. Yeah, Samira came to me. I don't know how she knew me or how she spotted me, but she came to me and told me, hey Nyaje, I think I can recognize your voice. You are the person who talked to Albert through that voice call. I was like, yeah, it's me. So kaniambia, tell your group members the body haiko, I've confirmed na nimeenda mpaka city mortuary. The body iko city mortuary, msiende Mbagathi. So we had to sneak. The police tuliambiwa tutoke kama wajui Central. So we had to sneak, tukaenda Central, not Central, the city, tukaenda city. Kufika city, after some time tukakuwa allowed kuingia, but sasa tulikuwa tunaingia in beats. Tukaenda tukaona, then we confirmed Albert was there. Albert was dead. So from what we saw, alikuwa na, I think, internal bleeding, but hizo ilikuja ikaanza kutokea through the nose na mouth. So alipigwa, alafu mkono yake ilikuwa na bruises. It's like he was shielding hizo kupigwa, he's trying to protect himself. And by the time I was talking to him through that audio,
the National Police Service claims Ojwang died by suicide, saying he sustained head injuries after hitting his head against a cell wall. But Kenyans aren't buying it.
The family were able to view his body and they have confirmed that the injuries are not consistent with the story that the police are trying to share to the public, that he has injuries on both his eyes, his nose, his mouth, side of his face. Both sides of his arms have been injured, consistent with defense positions that he may have been taken. And so the story that has been shared, they feel that that is a lie.
Nikauliza kwani amekosea nini? Wao wakasema ya kwamba kuna boss wake, kijana wangu amemtusi vibaya sana katika Twitter, walitamka X. Huyo Sigei ndiye aliniambia kwamba huyo mtoto ameharibu jina la mkubwa wake.
This young man lost his life. We will not allow you to hide. We will hold you personally accountable. I have been able to speak with the IPOA officers who came here. However, because the OCS is not here, the OCPD is not here, they are not able to collect evidence and information the way they ought to. And we say that we hope they will come back and ensure that they get that information.
CNN's journalist Larry Madowo called it a bizarre statement, even for Kenyan police. Larry Madowo posted, quote, "This is a really bizarre statement even for Kenyan police. They are claiming that Albert Ojwang killed himself in a usually crowded police cell by banging his head on the wall." Former Deputy President Gachagua has now joined the growing list of leaders who have spoken out on the death of Albert Ojwang. Lawyer Ahmed Nassir says Albert Ojwang was killed by the police. They should not take Kenyans for fools. He posted, quote, "The police are sabotaging the government from within. Why kill an innocent boy in police custody and then issue a statement that the suspect sustained head injuries after hitting his head against the cell wall? How is that even possible?" During an X-platform space hosted by activist Hanifa Farsafi, Angry Kenyans United declaring Monday, June 9th as the day to occupy Central Police Station. This mother of all protests builds on the youth's recent success in forcing the government to shelf a $2.7 billion in tax hikes.
Tungekuwa streets leo, tungekuwa sahi outside Central Police Station telling them they need to be very much answerable to us. We should not tolerate anything. We have let this murderous government run from last year. Hundreds of us have been murdered already, yeah? And there is no justification whatsoever, for that to go on. Mina nasema kesho, very early in the morning, should definitely show up.
Sawa. Kesho.
Kenyans, we only have ourselves. There's no one else coming to save us. So whether you're on the street or on the house, it makes no difference. You have to come out on the street. Strength in numbers. Kuja, tokelezeni wase kesho. I'll be brief, that is it. God bless you, God bless Kenya.
What do you think about the latest development? Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.